Good morning, family. Welcome back to the Empowerment Exchange, the space where truth meets the healing. I just need you to understand it, and where we confront the issues that are taking our peoples out of this world, not to shame us, but to empower us. I am your host, Clayton, and today we are going to step into a conversation that's heavily painful and necessary. I just need you to please understand the question that I need to address. Why are so many Black lives being lost at the hands of other Black people? We want to talk about right here in Louisiana. It is alarming to know how many Black young men spending the rest of their life in prison. Why? We're going to get off into it. But if you can't stand the heat, maybe you might want to get out the kitchen right now, because I'm talking real talk. But I want to start by reframing a question, because the real issue is not why are Black peoples are killing each other. The real issue, what condition are killing Black people? What condition that is killing Black people? So when we look at the cause and the effect, that's what we want to understand. Let's talk about Louisiana has been called the murder capital of the country. Louisiana has the highest incarceration system in the nation. And Louisiana is the home of Angola. Look it up. One of the most famous prison plantations in the world. Let your kids make field trips. See how they live behind bars. They don't have access to the family. Look up the home of Angola. That is, they call it, I'm going to lock you up and I'm going to throw away the key. I'm going to forget that you're in here. But boy, you work for me. You done went from a good life to going out there killing and murder. Now you're working on a plantation. You don't have freedom and justice because nobody took the time to teach our Black men about the laws. It's the condition that are killing Black people. So today, I want to make sure that people understand we're going to break it down. I'm going to break it down with honesty. I'm going to break it down with the history. And I'm also going to break it down in the hope that we're dealing with. So for me and you to be in denial of something that is right in your face, let's talk about the real root. What created this crisis? It's the why so many Blacks are killing each other at an alarming rate. So let me be clear from the jump. Black peoples are not inherently violent. Notice what I say. They are not inherently violent. Violence is not in our DNA. Violence is our condition, is in our condition. So you keep following the story about the condition. Become more educated. And those conditions was engineered by white men. Look at the history of the South. Black people are being treated even today less than human beings. Louisiana is notorious. White supremacists, white nationalists is all in your face. all the laws, the judges, the legislators, they write laws to protect white people. They write laws to control black people. So I need to get into it. I mean, when I say those conditions was engineered, let's talk about systematic disinvestment. Let's talk about that. Do you understand what I mean when I say that? For decades, black neighborhoods in Louisiana has been starved of resources. Did you hear what I just said? Black neighborhoods in Louisiana have been starved in resources. School was underfunded. Job was very scarce. Housing neglected. And when you concentrate on property, you concentrate in disparity, desperation. So I just need you to understand what the history of Louisiana. And desperation breeds conflicts. Did you hear what I say? When you concentrate property, you concentrate desperation. And desperation, it breeds conflicts between our own people. Let's talk about historical criminalization in Louisiana. Louisiana's entire criminal justice system was built on the legacies of slaves. So you understand what I just said? They build their legacy over slaves. The cold north. Convict leasing. We're talking about the Angola prison system. A literate plantation. Non-unanimous jury designed to silence black voices. So you understand where I'm going with this? That wasn't about justice. All that shit was about control. Please understand the condition as the cause and the effect as to why are we killing each other at an alarming rate. You got to look at the condition and design. Design is doing the thing that the white man is telling you to do. Go out and sell drugs. As long as you're killing your own people, guess what? We're going to look out for you. But when you kill, look to go to prison. And they're getting rich off you because you done went out there and made a dumbass mistake. And let us talk about that mass incarceration in Louisiana. Do you want to talk about it? Louisiana locked up more people per capita than any place on earth. Did you hear what I just said? I'm talking about Louisiana. Louisiana locks up more people per capita than any place in the world. And remember this, over 65% of those incarcerated are black men. You need to understand the cause and the effect, the condition, the laws, how it's designed to protect every white man, every white family. But the laws are written to keep you under their control. When you remove fathers, when you remove sons and you remove uncles and mentors, the entire generation, you destabilize families and community. I just need you to understand when you remove these, your father's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. Your kids won't be able to see the father. Your son spend the rest of his life in prison. You're going to be treated as a slave because you understand the Louisiana laws, the uncles and the mentors and the entire generation. You destabilize families and community. When are we going to wake up and smell the damn roses? Let's talk about the trauma and the exposure to violence in Louisiana. Understand the cause and the effect. Children grow up in high violent areas, the areas they experience it. They got PTSD. They deal with chronic stress. They live with hypervigilance. And they deal with emotional numbness. They are not bad kids. These are traumatized kids. Follow what I'm saying, people. I need you to sit back and I need you to join in. Make comment. Is this real or is it not real? Like I say, distrust in law enforcement. The law enforcement is some of the most crooked laws in the country. They work together in Louisiana as goon squad. We work together. You don't tell on me and I don't tell on you. And the chief of the police is in Louisiana, they predominantly white. And many of them deal with racism. When community don't trust the police, why? Because of decades of profiling, neglect, and abuse. That's why the crimes goes unsolved. They have to deal with retaliation, become a default justice system. These are the laws that we deal in. This is not a black problem. This is a system problem. The effect, what this violence is doing to us. This is the effect. Now let's talk about the impact. Let's talk about generational trauma. Do you understand what I mean by generational trauma? Every shooting sends shockwave through family. Did you hear what I say? Every shooting sends shockwaves through the family. Every death leave a hole that never fully closed. Trauma become inherited from generation to generation. Pain become normalized. Are you working with me when I'm saying? I don't want you to hear what I'm saying. I need you to listen to what I'm saying. And when you deal with that kind of stuff, the economic collapse in the black family. Business avoid high violent area. They don't want to come in there. Job disappear. Young people, they lose hope. This is the way that the system is designed to do what it's doing. They don't want many black people to get ahead. Louisiana is notorious for its white national, white supremacists. It's all over through the Justice Department. But I just need you to understand, violence is expensive. Not just emotionally, but economically. Do you understand what I said? And let's talk about the family fragmentation that they have to deal with. Why so many black men are incarcerated or killed? Family, you must understand, this is what the family got to deal with. They got to worry about losing providers. They got to worry about losing protectors. They got to worry about losing role models. They got to worry about stability. This isn't just about crime. It is about community survival. Understand the condition, the cause, and the effect as to why we are killing each other up. They are building more prisons in Louisiana. Once you target, you may well get prepared to go to Angola, where you're going to get up on time, you're going to eat, tell what to eat, you're going to go out here and work on this white man farm. They making double money off you. You working as a slave, but those private business owners are making money off you. And guess what? You want to work for this dollar a day, boy. Take it or leave it. You shouldn't have committed the damn crime that you did. Now, which one mean more to you now? Being on the outside, enjoying your freedom, or being here where there is no survival? That's the lock and key. We need to tell people, explain to people the cause and the effect, and how can we, as Black men, reduce the cause and effect. And like I said, but why Louisiana? That's a damn good question. Louisiana is not just another state. Remember that. Louisiana is a case study in how policy shape pain. Did you understand what I just said? Let's talk about the Angola prison. The Angola is 18,000 acres of plantation land, where mostly Black men still work in the field. Angola. Look at the percentage. They building more prisons, incarcerated camp in Louisiana at an alarming rate. They really showing you, the white man is showing you, I don't love you. I'm not going to put up with you. You're going to follow my laws, or therefore you will be killed or you'll be incarcerated. This is the pressure that the Black men are dealing with. This is not a history. I'm not talking about a history. We talk about what the hell is happening right now. The local jails as prison is prison. I need you to understand this. If you don't understand nothing else, over half of Louisiana state prisoners are held in local jails. Many are awaiting trial for years. Did you understand what message that I'm trying to get across? When we're talking about the political power imbalance, Black people makes up a third of the state, but only 6% of sheriffs are Black. 6% of sheriffs in Louisiana is Black. Over 12% of the district attorney are Black. So you understand the disparity that people got to deal with in Louisiana. The people's mostly affected by violence have the least power in the system designed to address it. So you need to understand, people, what can we do? What is the solution of saving Black peoples in general? It's for them to learn to stop killing each other for no reason. The cause and the consequences that you're going to pay for that crime that you committed in Louisiana. Now, let's shift the pain and power. Let's shift the pain and power, because we are not helpless. We are not doomed. We are not broken. We are survivors of systems designed to break Black people. Here's what we can do. community violence interruption. We need to establish programs like street outreach, hospital-based intervention, complex meditation. This program will reduce shooting by 30 to 60% in cities that invest into them. The economic empowerment. Jobs reduce violence more than policies ever will. So you understand the message that's being sent. We need, as Black, we need to establish youth empowerment programs. We need to start Black entrepreneurs, skill building programs, community-owned business. We need to invest into this, not to allow the white man to manipulate our mind in the way we think. You know what I'm saying to you? Black entrepreneurs, are you going to support them? Or whether you want to go to a white man that's the one that is programmed for you to hate your own Black. You go community-based business. You rather go and spend your money at a white national, a white supremacist store than to spend $20 or $30 in your neighborhood. We are programmed. It's the condition, how we are programmed to think. We are allowing the system to work what it's planned to do. You must understand this as Black people. What we need to do is mental health and healing. We must, as Black community, we must normalize therapy. We must normalize healing circles. We must normalize trauma-informed care. We must normalize emotional literacy. And understand this, healing is not a weakness. Healing is a strategy. Remember that. The criminal justice system needs to be reformed. We as Black people, we must demand bail reform, jury reform, police accountability, ending long pretrial detention. You're dealing with Louisiana. If we stand up to them and stay together, we're going to work this out. As long as the white man can keep you separated, keep you divided among him, that means that he has more control. But when you work together and pray together and learn to communicate with each other together, they can't break you. Show them the power that God have given you. The criminal justice system, just like I said. We're talking about we need to rebuild community network. Violence drops when people, they feel connected. We need, as a whole, we need mentorship. We also need fatherhood programs. We also have to establish community events. We need to establish a safe place for our youth. Let me shift the narrative for a minute. We must reject the lie that Black peoples are inherited in violence. We need to reject those lies. Violence is not who we are. Violence is what happens when a community is targeted. Violence happens when a community is destabilized. You understand? And deny resources. I hope that this message, family, I want to leave you with this. We are not losing our people because we are broken. We are losing our people because the system around us are broken. But system can be changed. Narrative can be rewritten. Community can rebuild. And it's started by telling the truth. It's thought about accountability. It's thought with us. This has been Empowerment Exchange. But I need you to understand the cause and the effect. Louisiana is notorious. Louisiana, when you look at the history of Louisiana, let's not teach our Black youth about the laws after they go to be in prison. We need to show them if this happened, if that happened, this is the result where you're going to spend the rest of your life behind bars. You're going to be separated if you got kids for the rest of your life. You can't see mother, you can't see father for the rest of your life. You can't see your loved ones for the rest of your life. But something that nobody taught you about, but something is the cause and the effect as to why you committed that murder. Why are you going to jail? Why are you being incarcerated? The system is designed, Black people, for you to kill each other, for you to rob each other, and do everything against your own people. It is the system and the condition that causes you to do the thing that you are doing. And I hope that you pass this message along. We need to save our Black kids in Louisiana. But every time you turn the news on, shootout, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, shootouts, killing for no reason, because I want to be bad. But once your ass get in prison, I don't feel sorry for you, because you done took an innocent life to satisfy your own need. You're going to live by the sword. You're going to die by the sword. But I hope that we have a lot of the Louisiana prison system is to have advocates that can bring some of these normal prisons out and explain to kids what it's like to be incarcerated. What it's like you can't see your family. What it's like you can't see your loved ones. What it's like to not to have no one. What it's like to live on a plantation. You work for $1 a day. You are a slave. It's the way that the laws are designed, the way that the laws are written to help or help white people. The laws are written to control Black people. Educate your kids. Charity begins at home. You raise a kid in which way he should go, he would not depart from you. And I know that kids want to be down in the environment, but if you're the head of the household, you better watch, look, and listen to your kids, what they're doing. Don't wait till they get all shot up. Don't wait till they bring you a few dollars home. Don't wait till they keep staying out all night. Don't wait until something happens to your kid for you to realize that you might be the cause. You might be the effect as to why this kid are dealing with the issues that they're dealing. And I hope that this message make a lot of sense. Louisiana don't love you, Black men. Louisiana is notorious. Once you get in Angola, they call it the lock and key. And look what they're surrounded by. You can't escape because you're surrounded with alligators. And so if you think you can escape through all these waters, through alligators, good luck. I'm just telling you, if we don't stop the killing, if we don't stop playing in the white man's hand, things are going to get worse. We have the power to change. But once we learn to communicate with each other without violence, that is the first step. We got to learn to communicate with each other. We need to learn how to love each other as brothers. We need to protect our Black women. We need to stand up strong. Me, myself, and I'm willing to give up my life before I return back to slave. My grandfather and everybody that worked it hard, I refuse to let a white man control my destiny. So should you. So I'm going to say this to every minority out there. Voting is coming up. Look how they changed the rezoning where the white man going to control all the laws and the legislation. This is happening right now in Louisiana. Louisiana is already known for its notorious racism. But now they done passed law that there is no Black judges. I mean, they control the whole redistricting. This is a way of white man letting you know that I control Louisiana. I'm a white national. I'm a white supremacist. And I got the bagging of my homeboy that's in charge of the world. President Trump and his administration is the cause and the effect as to why things are getting worse and worse, because the policies and the condition that we live under. So, my brothers and sisters, we need to stay strong. We need to stay safe. We need to stay aware. We need to stay empowered. So I enjoyed this, and I'm asking you to make comments. And like I say, if you want to make comments, make them to our show. And believe me, we're going to respond to you. Our job is to be able to talk for those who are unable to talk for themselves. Remember, Louisiana, Black men, look how many, they're building more prisons. You need to out-slick the slicker, become more educated. Adios.